is Gate City Blue Devil basketball on STE Channel 30. Tonight, the Blue Devils face the Salem Spartans for the Group AA State Championship. The Devils earned the right to play Salem by winning last night's semifinal game by a score of 63-55 over a pesky Brunswick team. Salem defeated Caroline in the other semifinal game yesterday. Salem, coached by former Science Hill assistant Charlie Morgan, is led by Dennis Haley, a 6'3", 215-pound junior who has a very soft touch and great leaping ability inside. Haley scored 20-plus points in their win over Caroline yesterday. The Spartans also have a very good quick guards. Both guards are very quick. The Spartans press caused numerous turnovers in the game with Caroline and allowed the Spartans to jump out to an early first quarter lead. Tonight, the Blue Devils of Coach Greg Irvin must find a way to overcome that press and avoid turnovers that could give Salem easy baskets. Then the Blue Devils must find a way to hold Haley's production down and stay out of foul trouble while they're doing it. This is the first time the Gate City basketball team has reached the championship game. This is the last game for seniors Eric Weiniger, Aaron Noe, and Chris Peters. The last time to wear the royal blue and white of Gate City. Maybe it will be one they will never forget. This is Larry Shelton along with Mark Blanton and videographer Clayton Dickey. We'll be back to talk to Mark, give the starting lineups, and have the tip-off for tonight's Group AA State Championship game after these words from our sponsor.
Basketball on Channel 30 is also brought to you by Doherty Brothers Chevrolet, Geo, Jeep, and Eagle. Come by today and discover the Doherty difference. By Weber City Drug Center. At Weber City Drug Center, let Larry Snap and his friendly staff provide all your pharmaceutical needs. By State Line Graphics. State Line Graphics has been providing quality offset and screen printing to Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia since 1989. By Doc Whitley Nationwide Insurance. Visit Doc Whitley for all your insurance and investment needs. And remember, Nationwide is on your side. By Delegate Terry Kilgore. Terry Kilgore is proud to be your working delegate, working hard for you in the General Assembly in Richmond. By Magnolia Place. Magnolia Place features gifts for every season and every reason. Stop by and visit Magnolia Place today. By Photogenius. Photogenius would like to take this opportunity to thank the community and wish the team the best of luck in 1998. And by Fantastic Sports, featuring shirts, collectibles, and everything else for the Tennessee Vol fan, located on Stone Drive in Kingsport.
This is Larry Shelton along with Mark Blanton back at the Scope in Norfolk, Virginia. Mark, oh buddy, glad to have you back. So far, the biggest basketball game you and I have ever done.
Well, without a doubt, the biggest basketball game we've ever done. Larry, it's good to be back here at the Scope. As we said last night, not good to have to travel this far to be at a state championship basketball game, but it's good to have the opportunity to be in a state championship football game, as the Blue Devils did play a very good basketball team last night and come away with a big victory to secure their chances and a shot at this Group AA, first time ever state basketball championship for Gate City.
Yeah, we had hopes of possibly 2 state championships going to the far southwest Virginia reaches after tonight's games, but Glenvar defeated Pound in the single A game by a score of 63-54. Pound stayed with Glenvar and actually led in the game for a pretty good while. I'd say about at least 2.5 quarters, and then the big guy that you and I saw yesterday, Nooncaster, who got in foul trouble early, got back in and got into the flow of things for Glenvar, and that made a big difference for them.
But it made all the difference, Larry. we were able to see the ball game in its entirety, and was very hopeful that Pound could come away with a victory and a state championship, but just not to be. And Noonkester, as you said, was a big factor in that ball game. And when he got into a little bit of foul trouble in the first half, they took him out of the game, set him on the bench, kept him there pretty much the rest of the first half. Didn't bring him back out till in the third quarter. And even though he didn't have a big game in the third quarter, just his presence on the court was a big lift for Glenvar as they defeated Pound Wildcats. And certainly Pound has a long trip home, as we all do, but their trip will go a little bit slower since they came away as a runner-up to the state championship.
Yeah, you're right, Mark. And really the game, the final score wasn't any indication of how close the game was. Pound had the ball, if I remember right, with about 42, 43 seconds to go, down by 3. Had a wide open shot inside, a clean shot, and it just rolled off the rim, and Glenvar came away with the rebound, and then Pound had to foul late in the game, and that's how the outcome was as wide as it was. But if you make that shot, you're only down by 1 with probably 39 seconds left, and a chance to play defense and a chance to get the ball back.
Well, exactly right, and hopefully Blue Devils won't find themselves in that situation tonight, Larry. Blue Devils are going to have to play some good defense. Number 42 for Salem, Haley, as you said in the opening there, he's a tough ball player. He's got a real soft touch. He's got good size. He's strong. He plays tough down underneath, and when he has to come outside to shoot or back to the key, he's got good soft touch. He's a pretty complete ball player. We watched him yesterday, and they also get some help inside from number 52. His name
Lewis. Daniel Lewis.
Lewis is a big factor down underneath sometimes, especially defensively.
Right, and they the thing that impressed me yesterday too, Mark, about Salem was their guard play. Their guards are real quick. They play a tough, pressing man-to-man defense, as you would expect a disciple of Coach Pitts over at Science Hill, as Charlie Morgan is. That's what you'd expect them to play, and good tough man-to-man defense all the way.
Yeah, you and I talked about it yesterday. Basically, I think Caroline, the team that Salem beat to get here yesterday, was a good-looking ball club. I thought they did a good job. Salem came out and really just out-quicked them up and down the floor all night.
Yeah, they did. You and I had a chance, like you said, to see that game. We sat through that whole game yesterday, and really the guard play of Salem and the shooting ability and rebounding ability of Haley, I think, were the most impressive things about Salem. And they're well coached with Coach Morgan, because he's always done a good job since he's been at Salem. But one thing the Blue Devils have to look forward to is that they have a chance. Naturally, any team's got a chance when they walk on the floor, but Salem has lost this year to Daniel Boone, a team Gate City defeated twice. And good Daniel Boone team. But when we left home, whenever it was, a month ago or whenever.
It seems like it's been at least a month.
Yeah, Daniel Boone was advancing on into the TSSAA state tournament.
Yeah, they sure were, and that's got to be. I'm sure Coach Greg Irvin has touched on that. This team is the Salem team is not an unbeatable team, and the Blue Devils, I believe, Larry, are in real good shape here. If we don't get anybody in foul trouble early, we can stay in there and play. If we can stay with them, keep it close. Hopefully, we're going to come out here and just blow them away. I'd like to think that's going to happen. Realistically, it probably is not.
Well, I think the keys, as you said, is keeping your inside people, the Blue Devils, that is, their inside people, keeping them out of foul trouble and shooting the ball well. We have got to hit. We've got to hit our three-point shots, and I watched Chris Peters and David Jones both in the shoot around here before the game started, and both of them looked like they had their shooting paints on tonight.
Yeah, it did, and you're right. Three-pointers are going to be key. Salem likes to take the ball down low. They like to get it in there to the big man and let him work. Gate City's going to need to make some of those threes. And like I said, they're going to need to stay out of foul trouble defensively. But Chris Peters needs to have a big game tonight on the outside. David Jones needs to have a big game. And we need to get that good bench play we've been getting from Justin Seaver and Eric Weiniger.
Yeah, and Tony McDonald has got to continue to score inside. And, you know, that's not going to be easy against this Salem team, the way they jump and have all that leaping ability inside, especially with Big Haley. But just possibly McDonald going inside, you might be able to get Haley in foul trouble.
Well, we know how strong Tony McDonald can be inside and how good defensively he plays, but he is really stout offensively when he has to come inside and get up there and get on the boards too. So certainly the Blue Devils have their work cut out for them, but I expect this to be a real good ball game. The Blue Devils seem to be real focused. They know what they have to do, and they know that there is no tomorrow with this. So,
well, the thing I've seen about Gate City, probably more so since they've gone to tournament action than all year long, has been the team game. I think the team game has really picked up. I think you got guys that have led in scoring like Peters and McDonald, kicking the ball off to people that has closer, better shots than they might have. And you got to do that to win.
Well, of course, about all I've seen them this year has been in the playoff action. I've not seen them as much as you have, as much as about all these Blue Devil fans have seen them this year, but you know, they have played very good team ball ever since the first playoff action in the Highlands District Tournament. I think they really took their game to another level from that perspective.
We're just about ready for the starting lineup now for the Salem Spartans. Andre Villa, number 10, will start at one guard. Troy Johnson will be the other starting guard for the Spartans. At one forward will be number 22, Adam Rutledge. And I kind of think he possibly has a brother on this team, and Andrew Rutledge. Travis Hale will also start at forward for the Spartans. And the big man will be number 42, Dennis Haley. He's 6'3", 215 pounds, and he will draw the fifth starting spot. Their starters go Hale, 6'1", Haley, 6'3", Rutledge, 6'3". Their guards are both, one of them's 5'10", and one's 5'11". So matchup-wise, they'll match up pretty good with the Blue Devils, I think, inside.
One thing about the Spartans, Larry, you call my attention to it, they dress a lot like the Dobbins Bennett Indians.
Yeah, they do, Mark. They remind you of Dobbins Bennett. We'll try to get all the Gate City starters. David Jones is being introduced here. Eric Weiniger, a senior, his last game to wear the royal blue and white tonight, win or lose. Robbie Worley has given the Blue Devils consistent defensive play all year. John Britt, who a young man that hadn't played a whole lot, but usually when he's in there, I think John does an excellent job. He hustles, plays tough defense. Justin Seaver, a young man that Mark and I have talked about not only last night, but the last part of the year has really stepped up and done a good job for the Blue Devils. Sean Hutchins, another young man, a sophomore that was moved up about mid part of the year off the JV, has done a pretty good job for the Blue Devils. Nick Colabro, who plays almost as much as a starter, and he's done an excellent job all year long for the Devils. Also, a young man that's hurt is Mr. McMurray. He's missed a lot of games this year, and he's not dressed tonight. Starting for the Blue Devils will be number 23, Chris Peters. Chris, also a senior, in his last game to wear the royal blue and white. Nathan Shreve will also start alongside Chris at guard. Aaron No, the third and last senior on the Blue Devils, a 6'1", 180-pound senior, will draw a starting assignment at one forward. Tony McDonald, who led the Blue Devils last night in scoring, will draw one of the three forward spots for the Blue Devils. And Jeremy Housewright, number 00, will be the fifth starter for the Blue Devils. In last night's game, McDonald had 23 points for the Devils, and Chris Peters had 16. Blue Devils last night did not shoot free throws very well, and that's something that tonight, hopefully, they were only 19 of 36 last night from the free throw line. So tonight, if the Devils go to the line, they're going to have almost a perfect game here tonight, I think, to win over Salem, Mark, and that means you got to hit your free throw.
Got to hit those freebies, Larry, when you get them. And they will be all important tonight, as they have been all year, but none more important than important than they are tonight. That's what I'm trying to say. Good crowd from Gate City up here to watch their Blue Devils, cheer them on. A lot of people making the trip up today, which is Saturday. For us, I don't know when it'll be when you see this replay, but there's more people that have came up today than there was last night.
McDonald will jump along with Haley, and we're just about ready to get this bad boy on the road. Ball's up, tipped, and controlled by the Salem. Villa in front court, guarded by Shreve. They go inside quickly to Haley, shoots a fade away that misses and rebounded by Shreve. As looks like Salem will open up in a man-to-man. Chris Peters puts up a free that's short off the front of the rim, and Salem comes away with the rebound. Salem moves the ball around, looks for the open shot. Mark, if I remember right, they didn't put up all that many threes in yesterday's game. Ball kicked inside. It deflected off of the foot of Haley, out of bounds, and it'll be the Blue Devils ball on the turnover.
Blue Devils doing a good job here early, Larry, on defense.
Anxious to see here just how Gate City handles the press, as Peters does a good job, gets it in front court. Almost throws the ball away, and then good hustle by McDonald. Shoots a turnaround, no good, rebounded by Haley. So Blue Devils 0 for 2 from the field to start the game. No score, either team here. As Villa pressured, throws the ball away. Good pressure defense that time by Shreve.
Causes a turnover. Gets the ball back going to the Devils end of the court.
Peters guarded man-to-man in back court by Johnson. Brings him in front court. Gets the ball to Aaron No out at the top, and Blue Devils go inside to McDonald, and he's forced really out of bounds, stepped on the line.
I thought he was sort of pushed.
It looked like it, but we've seen a lot of that this year, or not this year, but in this tournament, Mark. You could get away with pushing the guy and causing him to walk. I mean, they usually call the guy for traveling or stepping out of bounds on one, but they don't call the foul for that type push. It's almost like you've got to really cause the ball to be turned over. I mean, when I say that, loose like that right there, as Housewright took it away.
I was going to say, Devils in a press defense come up with a big steal. Housewright
puts it up and draws the foul. And let's see who this foul's on. 44, I think. Foul is on 44. That's Travis Hale. That's his first, and the first on Glenvar. And Jeremy Housewright will go to the free throw line.
Salem.
Salem. What did I say, Glenvar? So Housewright hits his first free throw, and the Devils lead 1-0. Second free throw by Jeremy is good.
Well, that's a good sign.
Yes. Blue Devils now press. Salem beats the press, but missed the rebound, and Housewright comes away with it to Peters in front court. They mugged, and Salem comes up with the ball here on the loose ball. And a moving screen, really. No call.
It was.
Rutledge scores for Salem to tie the game at 2.
Need to get the ball across here. All right.
Jones to Peters, drives the baseline, puts it up, draws the foul, and count the bucket.
Well, it bounced around on the rim there forever. I didn't know where it was going to fall or fall away, but Chris did a good job. He looked at the 3, thought he wanted the 3, and then decided to drive the baseline when he saw the opening.
Fouls on Troy Johnson. That's his first and Salem's second team foul. And Chris Peters' free throw is good. Shoots the Devils' lead up to 5-2. Salem quickly in front court, has the ball deflected, and the Blue Devils come away with it. Good defense again by the Blue Devils.
Blue Devils playing some good hard defense early here.
McDonald wants to drive to the bucket and gets tied up as he tried to take it in between 2 men and was tied up, and it's going to be the Blue Devils' ball on the alternate possession. Checking into the lineup for Salem is 52, Lewis. Peters inbounds to McDonald. Spins from in front, no good. Ball tipped, loose, finally knocked out of bounds by Gate City's McDonald. It's going to be Salem's ball.
Good hustle down there by McDonald. Thought really he had a chance to get the call to stay in on our end of the court, Larry. Thought it may have came off the Salem player.
Blue Devils continue to press here. Salem with a pass up court to Haley. Just happened. Haley had his head turned, never saw the ball coming.
Well, it's a good thing that he didn't, because if he saw it coming, he may have got hit between the eyes with it. Instead, it almost hit him in the back of the head.
Another turnover for Salem. Blue Devils need to take advantage of these turnovers, as Salem has turned the ball over at least 3 times so far, as Peters might have got away with a little offensive push off there.
A little shove.
But that's something else we've seen them let go up here too, as Peters puts up a 3. That's good. Chris Peters for his 6th point of the game.
Oh, they've got him trapped back court here.
But Salem gets the ball in front court, deflected from behind by Peters, and a foul's going to be called on Chris for Holy. That'll be Chris's first foul and the Devils' first foul of the game. Salem to inbounds via inbound. Looks, gets it into the big man. That's Haley. His shot's missed. Followed up, though, by Lewis.
I think Lewis is the big man out there right now. He's bigger than Haley.
Yeah, bigger body, isn't he?
And he's about as tall.
Yeah.
He may be taller.
Ball stolen by Villa. Those quick guards. And he drives, lays it up, and scores his first 2 points of the game.
Well, that's what the Blue Devils have got to avoid. Those quick guards. They can really turn things around in a hurry.
Gate City leads 8-6 as Justin Seaver is going to check into the lineup to replace Nick Colabro. The Spartans, they're man-to-man press, it looks like, as Peters. Now they double team. Blue Devils get it in front court. McDonald wants to drive, gets it in the corner though to Jones. Now drives the line down the lane and puts it in. Tony McDonald's first 2 points of the game. Devils go ahead by 4, 10-6. Shot taken, missed by Salem. Rutledge missed a shot. Blue Devils had the ball and then just throw it off of Chris Peters' knee out of bounds. So
Peters took his eye off the ball just a split second there. He knew he wanted to turn and go as soon as he got it, and he actually just looked like he looked away just a second. The ball came off his knee.
Yeah, good pass by David Jones, really.
Yeah, it really was.
Chris turned his head, like you said, or took his eye off. Blue Devils zone a little bit on the they don't just stay man-to-man here. Seaver's going to have his hands full inside with the.
He's going to have a load.
Big Lewis. They go inside. Pass intended for Villa. Off his fingertips out of bounds. Another turnover for the Spartans of Salem.
Blue Devils need to, as you say, capitalize on these turnovers as Chris Peters comes up court. Finally gets the ball in front court. He's not fouled for some reason.
Little mic problem here. You're doing a good job. Peters with a turnarounder from about 16 feet. Rebounded by Housewright. Gets it into Seaver. Spins back out to Housewright. Jones gets a pass inside to Weiniger, and Weiniger's going to be fouled by Rutledge.
Well, Eric had a real opportunity there. If he hadn't been fouled, I believe, to turn around and put that up.
Yeah, he had good position, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
That's the third team foul on Salem. See the Blue Devils ball on the end line underneath their own goal. McDonald checks back in for Housewright. Finally, ball comes into Jones. Back to McDonald in the corner. Drives the baseline. Kicks it back to Seaver. Lays it up and in.
Well, good job by Tony McDonald and Justin Seaver. Now they're going to have to hustle back.
Big Lewis on the fast break. Puts it up and in to keep the score at difference of 4 at 12-8. Gate City lead. And Peters dribbled the ball on the sideline there. I thought he double dribbled for a minute.
That's what I thought he was going to call too, double dribble. I didn't think he hit the sideline, but I guess he did.
Blue Devils going to call a timeout here with 2:32 to go. They lead Salem by a score of 12-8.
Blue Devils State Championship basketball action from the Norfolk Scope is brought to you by Weber City Drug Center, by State Line Graphics, by Doc Whitley, Nationwide Insurance, Daugherty Brothers Chevrolet, Geo Jeep and Eagle, by Delegate Terry Kilgore, by Magnolia Place, by Photo Genius, and by Fantastic Sports. Thanks to these fine sponsors for help bringing you this state championship playoff game.
It's going to be Salem's ball. They inbound it to Villa. He'll bring it in front court. Now Salem drives down low, kicks the ball inside, and they have a charge call, an offensive foul call that time.
Now we've seen a few more of those tonight, including in the first game that we've seen yesterday.
Foul's called on number 3. That's Shiflett. It's his first and the 4th on Salem. Weiniger gets it into Peters. Front court stolen away by Villa. Drives, lays it up and in.
Villa's dangerous.
Yeah, that's the guy that caused all the problem yesterday. McDonald now tries to bring the ball in front court. They get the ball to Seaver, not in front court yet. Now he gets it in front court. Gives it to Peters. Devils lead trimmed down to 2 at 12-10. Weiniger drives. Kicks it back out front to Peters. Puts up a long 3. That's good.
Chris Peters makes one from almost NBA land out there.
Peters for his 9th point so far here in the game, late in the 4th quarter. Ball lost off the leg of Brown out of bounds for Salem, and another turnover. Salem, a lot of turnovers so far.
A lot of turnovers, and good presence of mind by Justin Seaver. Thought about reaching down, picking the ball up, and decided, no, it's off the other man. Let's let it go out.
Weiniger gets it into McDonald to Seaver in front court. Back to Weiniger in the corner. He looks inside, now drives. Gets it back out front to Peters. Peters spins, walks, gets away with it, puts up a shot that's no good, rebounded by Haley. Big Haley, I tell you, can get up, can he?
He can.
Haley drives, kicks it in the corner for an open 3, put up and made by Adam Rutledge. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Gate City leads 15-13.
Oh,
pass from McDonald to Housewright. As Housewright slipped, goes out of bounds. So a turnover for the Blue Devils.
Coach Irwin wants a timeout here with 55.2 seconds left to go.
As Gate City has really led ever since the tip-off, Mark. Went a while there before anybody scored, but once Gate City got ahead, they've led so far all of the first quarter.
Pretty ironic that the first points we get on the board is two free throws from Jeremy Housewright, and that's probably one of our not one of our assets is making a lot of free throws.
Yeah, so far in the first quarter, the Devils have shot 3 free throws and made all 3 of them.
Well, that's good. We need to keep that up.
But it's going to be Salem's ball with 55.2 seconds to go in the first quarter and a chance to tie or go ahead. Villa, the ball handler, he's the man that makes his team go, I think. Almost loses the ball out of bounds. Good defense there by Blue Devils. They get it to Haley. He spins from about 12 feet and puts it in.
That may be one of Haley's best shots, is that little spin-around jumper.
Yeah, I think from 15 feet in, Mark, he's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Score tied at 15. Devils with 23 seconds to go in the first quarter. Long pass from Weiniger to Colabro. Now they go inside to McDonald. Spins, puts it up, rolls off, no good. Tipped around, and Salem comes down with a rebound. As Hale comes away with a rebound, they get it to Villa with 6 seconds. Go inside to Haley, forced outside, ball shot, made, and a foul called on the play.
There he goes. There he goes again. The little turnaround jumper goes over top of the defender and draws a foul too. So that's a big play right here to end. It's going to be very close to ending the first period of play. 1.5 seconds left to go.
So the foul, like you said, was on Jeremy Housewright. That's his first. Second on the Blue Devils. Haley's free throw is no good. Tipped up and almost rebounded by Salem, but Blue Devils able to withstand that missed free throw. And the score after one quarter is Salem 17, Gate City 15.
First time the Blue Devils have trailed in the game. It's up to this point. Done a good job defensively, though, causing a lot of those turnovers. Salem turned the ball over quite a number of times, but Blue Devils helped cause a lot of that.
Yeah, they did, and Blue Devils turned it over a few times themselves, really. I think so far that's been the difference in the game, is the turnovers the Devils had against their defense. Devils were led in scoring in the first quarter by Peters, who has 2 threes, 2-point field goal, and 1 for 1 at the free throw line. And scoring pretty balanced, really, for Salem, as Rutledge leads them with 5. They have 3 other players with 4 points apiece: Villa, Haley, and Manuel Lewis. It's going to be Salem's ball to inbound at midcourt to start the second quarter. Ball comes into Johnson. Ball lost. Scrambled around far on the floor, and that's got to be a travel.
Yeah,
he finally called it.
Got to be.
As Villa came up with it and then rolled over. And then it's hard to roll over without moving your pivot foot, you know.
I would think.
Ball inbound to Jones, who gets it in front court. Now, boy, they've reached a lot now. That's the way Science Hill plays, and this team plays the same way. Pass tipped out of bounds by the Spartans.
I thought he was about to take David Jones's head off.
Really, I think Rutledge got a fingertip on it. Colabro looks, gets it into Housewright. Back to Colabro. Back court. Finally gets it in front court. Drives, kicks it in the corner to Jones. Has an open 3. Forces it, I thought, just a little bit. And it goes off the rim and out of bounds. So it's Jones.
Looked like he was going to say it, and then he rushed himself just a little bit. Really didn't have to.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's going to be Salem's ball on the end line. Get it into Johnson. Blue Devils press. Now they get the ball to Villa. Drives inside. Shoots over Colabro. Ball tipped up and in by Rutledge.
Devils now down by 4.
Shreve controlling. Gets it to Colabro. Down to McDonald. Drives. Falls down. Loses the ball. And we have a jump ball call, and it's going to be the Blue Devils' ball here as they've been a lot of falling right there in that one spot. House right slip.
Yeah, that's very close to the point where Jeremy slipped trying to get the pass while ago.
Blue Devils get it in to McDonald. Now Colabro out front controlling. Shreve guarded by Villa. You see a name like Villa, won't say Pancho Villa. Pass inside from Colabro. From McDonald to Colabro, and he's fouled before he could get his shot off. And that's a foul on Haley. That's his first.
Team third. No, team
fifth, didn't it?
Yeah.
Blue Devils get it into McDonald as Villa had his arm and just about tore it off. Get it to Shreve. Drives into the lane. Has to get rid of it. Back to Colabro. Nathan Shreve looks inside. Back out front to Colabro. Now to Peters. Has an opening. Puts up a 3. No good. Housewright goes and gets a rebound. It's going to be called for a foul, I think, here.
It is.
That'll be Jeremy's second. Blue Devils' third. I thought that was a bad call.
I did too.
Via double team, gets rid of it. Now Salem's got the numbers. Rutledge shoots, and I think it was deflected a little bit by Seaver. He misses the shot, and the Devils come away with a rebound.
Justin did a good job. They had him 2-on-1 down there.
Seaver goes inside.
Oh, he's got to be fouled.
And he is fouled that time by good call there, Mr. Black.
Well, you can't ever tell here.
That's true. You can't.
You never know what's going to be a foul and what ain't.
I think that foul's on 44, Hale. That's his second. And the 6th on Salem. And Justin Seaver will be at the line to shoot 2 free throws here. Free throw by Seaver is short.
I didn't mean that the officiating had been inconsistent, and I really think it's been a pretty consistently officiated tournament.
Oh, it has.
I think all the officials that we've seen in the games we've seen has did a real good job. It's just that sometimes I think it's a little different than officiating we see around Southwest Virginia.
Second free throw by Seaver is no good, and Lewis comes away with the rebound. Score 19-15. Salem leads. A 3 put up from out front. That's no good. Lewis shoots. Seaver blocks it. Comes down with the rebound. Good defense that time by Justin Seaver. Peters in front court.
So far, Seaver did a good job in there against Lewis.
They're doing a good job on McDonald, too. Drives into the lane, puts it up from 12 feet, does Tony McDonald, and scores. His 4th point of the game.
Brings the Devils back within 2 with 5:14 left to go in the second period.
Shot taken that time, no call.
No call.
Devils come away with the rebound.
I think everybody thought there was going to be a call.
Either a blocker. Look, he's got a hold of McDonald's shirt. Drives, puts it up from in front, 3 feet in front. Tony does and makes it.
He better get a hold of something else if he's going to stop him.
Score tied 19-19. Haley drives in,
come on.
shoots it up, and going to be a block called on Hutchins.
I was wanting a charge.
First foul on Hutchins, and the...
we're going to have some discussion here. What's the discussion?
I don't know.
Well, let us see. Double foul. Jump ball.
Well, if it's a double foul, that other foul's got to be on
it's got to be
Haley.
On Haley. They charged Haley with a foul. Will that be his third, or have they already put his second one up?
Be his second.
They've charged him with it because it's on the board. It's 2.
Well, that'll be a foul on Haley and a foul on Hutchins. And should be a jump ball and go to the alternating to the team whose turn it is in alternate possession. Who was the other official made that call?
I'm not sure.
Foreman?
I believe it was.
Yeah, I think he had a different angle. From our angle, it looked like a charge all the way.
I thought it was a charge all the way, but now there's still some discussion. What if it's going to be a jump ball? It's going to be Salem's ball on the possession arrow. I'll get it right in a minute.
They're wanting to shoot free throws. You can't shoot free throws here. It's got to be a jump ball.
Well, that's going to give Salem the ball anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
they're wanting Haley to shoot free throw. I guarantee you Foreman's right.
You said before the game he's one of the better officials that you've seen.
He's the guy that keeps bringing up the point to the other official that you can't shoot free throws here on a double foul.
Now what do we have?
I think we have
called a timeout?
Nobody. I think it's the team just went to the side. Yeah.
Still the official's time.
Well, I'm not really sure what we're going to do here. Now we're walking to the other end of the floor.
4:53 left to go in the second period of play. All tied up 19-19 as they sort this out. The officials are either going to sort it out on the other end or...
Well, that's as simple as calling basketball. If you got a double foul, that's a jump ball. Unless one of them is a technical foul. That changes things around.
Maybe. Well, now we're going back to the scorer's stand. Oh, excuse me.
It's going to be Salem's ball on alternate possession at the spot closest to foul.
Which is going to be down here.
Be underneath, right, on the baseline. Because it happened inside the free throw lane. Score is 19-19 and a lot of discussion, but now we're ready. Salem inbounds to Johnson, to Villa, back to Johnson. Devils trying to play man-to-man against all this quickness. Rutledge drives, puts up a shot, no good. And Haley goes over Housewright's back, no call. Now he gets a second rebound, spins, puts it up, no good. This time Housewright comes away with the rebound.
Well, I tell you, we got a break there. Many times as Haley put it up and didn't score.
Yeah. 4:21 to go in the first half. Score tied at 19. Peters turns, puts it up from got about 20 feet, no good. Tipped out of bounds for Salem. As McDonald now, after getting a brief rest, will check back in to replace Hutchins.
Well, actually, he got an extended rest.
Well, he did with all the discussion.
Yes, he did.
Peters down for the Blue Devils. Looks, gets it in, tries to get it in to Seaver, and it's stolen away that time by Haley. Salem with a chance to go ahead. Haley gets it to Rutledge. Now Johnson drives, kicks it inside to Big Wilson, who goes up and lays it in. That's Lewis, I mean. McDonald finally gets the ball to Seaver. As you got to put some steam on it here when you make these passes. The quickness will overcome that stuff. Jones out front to McDonald, drives, goes inside, lays it up too hard, no good. Housewright goes after the rebound, but Villa comes away with it for Salem. Long pass, kick back to Rutledge, goes up, shoots, no good. Housewright picks up some garbage off the floor and rebounds for the Devils. Blue Devils not shooting well here in this quarter, Mark.
No, they haven't been, Larry.
Peters open for three, puts it up good. That's a pretty good shot there.
That'll put the Devils back on top by 1. And here comes Salem.
Rutledge. I thought he shot it, but he really turned around and gave it to Haley, and Haley put it up and in. McDonald wants to drive on Big Lewis. But
if I was going to drive on Lewis, it'd be a dump truck. Oh,
yeah, Lewis clipped him that time. So,
golly.
That'll be the 7th team foul on, 8th team foul on Salem.
First on Lewis. If we're going to get another foul, I wouldn't care to see it be on Haley.
Tony McDonald will be at the line to shoot 1-on-1. Devils trail by a score of 23-22. McDonald's free throw is no good, and Haley pulls down the rebound. Rutledge gets a baseline, drives, puts it up over house right and good.
25-22 now. Spartans lead.
9 points for Rutledge as the Blue Devils lose the ball out of bounds. No, it's off of Villa. That was a good call, I thought. Looked like Villa may have touched it last. Devils trail by 3 at 25-22 with 2:05 to go in the first half. Shreve in the corner. They double team McDonald, and again, McDonald either gets clipped or falls one. Ball put up and in on the other end by Shiflett for his first 2 points. Salem increases that lead. Peters gets it into Housewright, and Housewright goes up and puts it in to make the score 27-24 Salem over to the Blue Devils. Shot blocked that time by Housewright. Lewis comes away with the rebound, and foul's going to be on Nathan Shreve here for reaching. That'll be Nathan's first. Blue Devils 5th.
I'll tell you, they got Tony McDonald down there on this other end of the court when he slipped, and it's almost like they got him held down.
Salem inbounds, get it back in the corner. Shot put up and in by Travis Hale. McDonald misses a layup, and Hale comes away with the rebound as Salem leads by 5 now at 29-24.
What do we got here? Foul on who?
No foul as Housewright kicked the ball that time as Salem was trying to pass it. 59.8 seconds to go in the first half, and Salem leads by 5 and has control of the ball. Hale brings it in front court. Gets it to Andrew Rutledge. Long three taken from out on top. No good. Colabro comes away with the rebound. Devils with a chance to cut into Salem's lead here with only 30 seconds to go in the half. Colabro pressured. Gets it to McDonald.
Oh, no.
And McDonald just throws it away. As his pass was intended for Shreve, and I think Nathan, instead of coming to get the ball, kind of took a half step back. So the Devils right now not playing real sharp, Marco.
No, they need not to
force things, not to
force things. I think that's the trouble. I think they're trying to force things. They're at a 5-point deficit. They're trying to make something happen right now instead of just letting it happen for them, don't you?
Yeah. Villa guarded by Shreve. Rutledge now guarded by McDonald out front. Drives, puts it up, no good. Gets his own rebound, goes back up and puts it in at the buzzer. Rutledge with a big first half for Salem. The score at the half is going to be Salem 31 and the Blue Devils 24. For Salem in the first half, Trey Shiflett had a two-pointer for 2 points. Andre Villa had 2 field goals for a total of 4. Adam Rutledge had 4 2-point field goals and 1 3-point field goal for a total of 11 points in the first half. Dennis Haley has 3 field goals for a total of 6. Travis Hale has a field goal for 2. And Manuel Lewis has 3 field goals for 6. For the Blue Devils, Jeremy Housewright is 2 for 2 at the free throw line and has 1 2-point field goal for a total of 4 in the first half. Chris Peters has 3 threes, 1 2-point field goal, and is 1 for 1 from the free throw line for a total of 12. Tony McDonald has 3 field goals for a total of 6. Justin Seaver has 1 field goal and is 0 for 2 from the free throw line for a total of 2. And that totals up to the Blue Devils 24 points at the half. So the Devils down by 7 at the half to the Salem Spartans. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back for the second half tip-off after these words from our sponsors.
Basketball on Channel 30 is also brought to you by Doherty Brothers Chevrolet, Geo, Jeep, and Eagle. Come by today and discover the Doherty difference. By Weber City Drug Center. At Weber City Drug Center, let Larry Snap and his friendly staff provide all your pharmaceutical needs. By State Line Graphics. State Line Graphics has been providing quality offset and screen printing to Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia since 1989. By Doc Whitley Nationwide Insurance. Visit Doc Whitley for all your insurance and investment needs. And remember, Nationwide is on your side. By Delegate Terry Kilgore. Terry Kilgore is proud to be your working delegate, working hard for you in the General Assembly in Richmond. By Magnolia Place. Magnolia Place features gifts for every season and every reason. Stop by and visit Magnolia Place today. By Photogenius. Photogenius would like to take this opportunity to thank the community and wish the team the best of luck in 1998. And by Fantastic Sports, featuring shirts, collectibles, and everything else for the Tennessee